Hello everyone, happy Saturday. I love you. I'm sending you a big virtual hug wherever you are on the earth plane in this now moment. I wanted to do this video outside so that you could see the buffalo behind me. Okay, I want to share a quantum perspective about what's happening right now. So it's getting more and more crazy perhaps in your neck of the woods, wherever you are on the earth plane. I live in California. Gavin Newsom has decided that it's time to put a shelter in place. So he's closing down all the small businesses once again. Even though there's a 99.4 to 99.9% survival rate. 99.4 to 99.9% survival rate if you get COVID. And 80% of the individuals that get COVID have no symptoms. That's a fact you can find on the CDC website. So here is how I'm navigating what I am currently going through. And I'm sharing this with you because we are quantum beings. We are in a quantum field. And what that means is that we get to experience things in a multidimensional realm. Here's what I mean. From one perspective, the very human Lori perspective, I get frustrated. I get angry. It doesn't make sense, even though it makes sense. I see that there's an agenda behind the agenda, right? And what is this allowing me to do? It's allowing me to speak my truth. It's allowing me to get more clear on what my truth is. It's allowing me to create my reality over and over again. I'm choosing how I'm going to be. I'm choosing my emotions. I'm choosing. It's allowing me to remember that I'm sovereign and I'm safe. It's allowing me to remember that my truths are not an external truth, right? It's allowing me to be in these higher states of consciousness. So from this perspective, I have all the emotions. I'm watching this happen. And I'm responding to it, and I'm recognizing that I can be in these higher states of consciousness. Right? I know that there are other agendas that are going on that at the end of the day aren't going to play out, but they're going to look like they're going to play out. The other perspective is this quantum perspective, this higher perspective, which is the crazier it gets, the more humans will wake up. The crazier it gets, the more humans will wake up. So the more that you see a small business in LA being told to shut down, a restaurant has to shut down, and right across the street from that restaurant is a huge multi-picnic table luncheon setup for a Hollywood set, for a movie set. Packed, table next to table next to table, right? And across the street is a little peaceful restaurant that has to close. So when you start seeing these things, you can't help but wake up. The human is going to start to wake up. So here's the two perspectives. Keep getting crazier. Keep saying and doing and creating these crazy experiences for the human. And we're only going to continue to wake up. So bring it on. The other perspective is, what the hell are you thinking? What are you doing? This makes no sense, right? And you get angry and frustrated. This is being the multidimensional quantum human. And we are juggling both of these. You're not necessarily going to be only in one, only holding the higher perspective, right? We have to allow ourselves to have both, to juggle both, to say, bring it on, get crazier. Restrict us into our houses, take away more of our rights, bring it on, because all that's going to do is wake up more and more humans that are asleep right now. So let's go. The other perspective is, you have got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. We can't travel out of California. We can't do this. We can't do that, right? So you have those human emotions around it. No right or wrong. Welcome to the quantum world. Welcome to being a quantum human. Welcome to the quantum perspective. So as you're navigating your nows, please practice allowing yourself to just have it all. Because remember, you guys, at the end of the day, we win. We meaning the light. The light, this is an energetic war that we're experiencing. Meaning, I don't like the word war, but it's an energetic battle where high frequency light is combating low frequency light. Low frequency light is the systems and consciousnesses that are telling us to now shut our businesses down once again. Even though there's a 99.4 to 99% survival rate in this pseudo pandemic, right? So these consciousnesses that are trying to sedate us, that are trying to control us, that are trying to keep us out of our sovereignty, they're trying to keep us out of our truths, they're trying to keep us out of our choice and creating our reality, we are combating that with our light. You're combating that with your frequencies, which is right here, this quantum perspective, this higher perspective, which is, okay, bring it on. Because no matter what you do, no matter what comes at me, I'm light, I'm frequency, I choose. Bring it. Because I am going to pulsate out my frequency. I'm going to pulsate out my light from my physical body no matter what you do. No matter what you do, I'm 5 steps ahead of you, right? We're playing chess with these consciousnesses. We're 5 steps ahead of them, right? We see what they're doing. They are going to make it worse. Accept it. Because if you accept that it's going to get worse, then there's no suffering. You're like, oh, I already saw this coming, right? You can kind of sit back, cross your hands and say, is that all you got? Because I got light. I got high frequency light in my body. I got a heart center that when I open it and I shine it out, it literally combats your consciousness. It combats what you're trying to do to me. It combats what you're trying to tell me to put into my body, what you think may or may not unravel in a timeline. And by the way, the timeline that you are trying to, you being those other consciousnesses, those systems out there telling us what to do, the timeline that they want to pull us down, we're too powerful. We're too bright. It's not going to happen. Focus on the higher timeline. So here we are, right? This perspective is, oh my God, you've got to be kidding. This is happening again. This is what they're doing. All of these things, right? Fine, have it, be it, right? But then come over here, jump over here at the same time and say, okay, higher timeline, I am light. I am combating that lower frequency. How am I combating the lower frequency? How are you doing it? You open up your heart center and burst out light, burst out love, burst out empathy, burst out compassion. Your light shifts the entire human collective. Please don't forget this. Anger and frustration is normal. Wanting to scream is normal. Speak your truth. Protest. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for your truths. Stand up for your sovereignty. And at the same time, hold that higher timeline. Hold your truth. Hold your light. Burst it out from your body. Shine it out from your body. Don't come from anger and rage when you're in this higher perspective, right? Anger and rage is only going to perpetuate that consciousness, right? Anger and rage is only going to allow that consciousness externally. The Gavin Newsoms in the world that are telling us what to do, controlling us, shutting down small businesses, but allowing a huge Hollywood production to sit side by side and have lunch, right? That nonsense, that seems like nonsense to me, maybe not to you, but it kind of seems like nonsense to me. That is a consciousness that if you shine anger and frustration and rage back to it, it just grows. So what you want to do is you want to see it. Aha, I see what you're doing. It's a chess game. I know what you're doing. Keep going. Because the more you go, the more humans are going to wake up. So I'm going to shine my light. I'm going to choose my reality. I'm going to choose my truths. I'm going to hold higher states of consciousness, and that's going to combat anything that you think that you have that's going to take over me. It's not going to happen, right? See this as a chess game. Juggle both of these perspectives, you guys, because it's all the quantum human. It's all the quantum perspective. Does this make sense? We have to do both. It's part of it. So give yourself the emotion, give yourself the anger, stand up for yourself, stand up for your rights, stand up for your truth, and then boom, walk over here, hold the higher perspective, tell them to bring it on. Bring it on. Because the more they bring it on, the more humans wake up. And the more humans that wake up, the more we are standing on this field together, arm in arm, hand in hand, light and light and light and light. We need more humans to wake up. How are they going to wake up? The people in the higher places making all these pseudo rules, they get crazier and crazier and crazier so that more humans behind us wake up. They're like, okay, I think that's the time I'm going to wake up now. Good. Let's go. Wake up. So keep doing it. Keep doing the crazy, you guys. Keep doing the crazy, Gavin Newsom, because more humans are going to wake up. more humans are going to stand on the front lines, and more humans are going to combat your crazy consciousnesses. These crazy consciousnesses that are dense, that have been controlling the human for thousands of years. You got it? Bring it on. And holy shit, are you kidding me? Speak your truth. Hold your sovereignty. Choose your reality. Hold the higher states of consciousness. Remember that we're 5 steps ahead. Remember that your light wins. We got this, you guys. Promise you we got this. No matter what they do. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Because we're going to win. We already did. I love you. Thank you for standing on the front lines with me. Thank you for being with me right now. Thank you for courageously feeling everything you're feeling. Please try not to beat yourself up. Don't make things right or wrong. This is the massive, powerful, magical shift in the human collective. This is what we've been waiting for our whole lives. This is why you're here on the planet right now. This is why you're here. You got this. I got this. We all got this. Let's walk straight into heaven on earth. I love you.